All right.
You know, I love these hats so much. They were very fashionable when I was in my 40s.
Well, they're back again. All right, let's start this with the intro, actually.
Yeah.
She's Kate.
She's Kathleen.
It's Agnes. She doesn't give good advice.
She's not much better.
And neither is Agnes, but it's time for
Kate and Kathleen and Agnes give horrible advice.
Oh, it's
Nailed
terrible.
that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, it's
All
real
right.
bad.
So I just want to, let's have a little, run through, because we always get the same questions all the time. It's like ravines in, gulches out, valleys in, ditches out. I think we've all heard this year after year, so...
It's just like a parabola, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just wanted to cut this off at a pass. Cocaine this year is very out, actually.
Yeah.
It's straight.
So-
it's straight
It's
out
all
into
about
the...
being the straight edge. You got the X's on the back of your hands and everything. If you're looking for advice, I suggest you check out the work of a young, beautiful man named CM Punk.
Oh, he's such a handsome man.
And so straight edge. Wait, X on both hands.
Wait, is this part of the lottery?
This is an
like the short
initiation.
story?
Yeah. If you want people to know you're so in. Okay.
Does this mean I'm hardcore?
You're X-hardcore, X-core, X.
The more X's is better, right?
XX,
Absolutely.
James XX.
Okay.
All right.
Because my grandson, he's got like 14 X's in front and behind of his username.
Yeah, he's a big Triple X fan.
What, like the Vin Diesel franchise?
Yes.
I mean, who isn't Vin Diesel such a nice boy?
Oh, and he's so oily sometimes.
You're speaking my language.
In a good way.
Oh, in a good way. Not like a T-zone kind of oil. I'm talking muscle oil.
You know who else gets very oily?
I mean, me.
I mean, also me, but professional wrestlers. Sometimes it looks like you've just dredged them in baby oil and flung them out into the ring. It's very
Did
erotic.
you know that's sometimes what they do? Like in Japan, they just like cover them in, they call it lotion. I don't know what it actually is.
Let me tell you,
I'd like to see some motion in that ocean with some lotion if you get my draft.
I went on a little holiday just now to Australia, and that was a time I wasn't expecting to be oiling up some wrestlers.
Australia, very in.
Very in.
Very in.
Very upside down.
But I get there,
But in an in way.
and I'm wrestling, and this true story, by the way, wrestler comes up, and I get to oil him up. I get to oil up his muscles. I get to oil up his back.
That's on my bucket list.
Well, you know what? Cross that off. There's footage on the internet of that.
Did you use a bucket to oil them up? Is that...
Maybe that's why it's called a bucket list.
Yeah, you gotta do everything on your bucket list with a bucket.
Yeah.
The bucket holds the oil.
I learned that from Homestuck.
Okay. Other things, just to nip these questions in the bud. We get them all the time.
Yeah.
We get them all the time. Things that are in.
Dabbing
Chupacabras.
chupacabras.
Phylacteries, very in this year.
That's a new one.
Well, I just want to cover them. So, because I know people got their phylactery questions, they're halfway through typing them. I don't want to answer them. They're in. Whatever form you want. Oh, do you want us to read questions from chat? We'll just read them from chat.
Yeah.
Read them from chat. We'll just do this very
doing
easy.
things on the
You're
fly?
professionals. You've got
It's
this,
in.
right?
We've been doing this for years. All right, other things that are in. Alex, I know this is or Agnes, I know this is a particular sore spot for you. Is there anything that the thing that I'm setting you up for an improv bit here. What is it in? What's in?
Improv. It's very in.
No, improv is out.
I'm
You
sorry.
know what's really, really in right now?
Mm.
Density 2.
Oh,
Density. My doctor's really
It's the
worried about
one
my
with-
bone density
It's the
right
one
now.
with the emotions.
Everybody who
You
has...
do the dancing emotions.
All my girlfriends have osteoporosis. They play this game and it feels so much better. They get more density than the previous one. It's
My
2
doctor
times as much
prescribed it to
density.
me. He was like, take your calcium, take your density, do your weekly raids, and you're good. Your osteoporosis
But then the
is gonna
nightfall,
go
the
away.
rewards aren't worth it.
You know, I didn't think I would have any more pleasure than, opening pistachios, but those Engrams, he's full of goodies.
Oh, and it's good because pistachios, out.
So out. Too
No.
much
They
sodium.
break my teeth.
No, I had some very up and down pistachios. They were completely random as to whether they taste like delicious pistachios or just dust. So pistachio.
But you know what?
It's a true story.
Dust is in.
Dust is in, but I don't want dust for my pistachios.
But dust is low in carbs. And
Dust is-
carbs?
Carbs.
Out. Carbs are out.
Carbs are out. But dust, good diet food.
Ooh,
Good
dust
diet food.
in.
Yeah, and you know what? No matter what, you can't eat carbs. You're gluten intolerant. You can eat dust.
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 Dust. Dust. Little bit of dust.
Dust.
It's got a good
Now we're
mouthfeel
just
to
stealing
it.
material.
Yeah.
It's got a good mouthfeel.
Homages to Little Britain in.
Fromages.
Except those vomiting sketches, not those. Those are disgusting.
Fromages also in.
Fromage, homage, in.
You're just paying homage to the fromage.
It feels weird not having the Beardy Boy over here giving us questions.
I know.
Beardy Boy's
I mean-
here.
Wait, shall we get
Would
the...
you?
We have
I mean,
goatee boy.
I have a
Yoo-hoo,
part of a
young
beer.
man!
Yes. Hello,
Young
ladies.
man,
Young
would
man.
would
Yeah,
you read some
actually,
questions
though,
up
beards
for us?
Yeah.
out, goatees in.
Oh,
Goatees.
oh,
Goatees.
that's hot off the presses. Yeah, sorry, Joe.
Okay.
Joe, guess what?
Engineering.
All
Oh,
of engineering, you're out.
Out.
That boy in engineering, he just got wrecked.
But you know what?
But you know who's
Argyle's
in?
Argyle's very in right now.
Wreck, very in. Getting wrecked, also in. All right.
Oh, you know what's super in? Crutches.
Crutches are in.
Crutches are
Oh.
in.
So style.
Oh,
Wait.
oh.
So in.
There
Oh,
it
it's
is.
so stylish.
Excellent.
But you know what's not in? Soft tissue injuries.
No,
No.
that's definitely not it.
Oh, you want to go for the hard tissue injuries. Just like getting your leg
That's just
torn half
bone.
off.
That's just bone. It's just getting a screw drilled into your bone
That's
or
why
something.
you should play more density.
That's right. Then you don't need to get the pins in your hip.
All right, let's get some questions.
All
You
right.
know,
All
my
right,
friend Muriel got some pins in her hip.
Ladies, I got a question for you
What,
from
did
the
you
chat
step on a
here.
landmine?
No, they just had to put them in because it was
I
falling
know.
apart. All right. sorry, getting distracted. Brian, what's up?
That's okay. You haven't had a chance to see each other for a year.
Beautiful, handsome goatee boy. Tell
Thank
me
you.
what is in.
So,
Ogling the youngest.
You look like my
folks,
grandson.
In. I'm a horny
I
old
could set
lady.
you up
My
with
husband,
Oh, me too.
God damn.
my husband died 60 years ago. I'm gonna take my chance while I got it. Hamilton still in, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
I was
What are you
thinking
gonna
of setting up this young boy with my grandson.
Oh,
I think they'd be cute together.
I think they'd be adorable together, but don't forget about me.
Oh, I love setting people
You
up.
get yours, okay?
I'm old.
You're
I
gonna
got
get
nothing
yours.
but time.
They're like little dollies, and you just play with their lives, and you interconnect all
The young
time.
boys.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I got a bit of a time-sensitive question for you
Oh.
actually here because it's the fall season. Someone was wondering what should they make for Thanksgiving to impress their partner's family.
Mac and
Napalm.
cheese. Oh.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that was so rude of me. I cut you off.
You could
completely.
do some sort of like creamed carrots dish,
I
which
was.
sounds gross, but I've made it and it's good.
Oh, mac and Valium is real good.
Oh, nobody doesn't like mac and
I
Valium.
got a question. How do you milk the carrots?
No, you make a bechamel.
A
Bechamel.
That's
what?
not how you say
A
it.
bechamel?
Bechamel.
Thank
Bechamel.
you.
Right, a
I'm sorry,
bechamel.
bechamel.
Bechamels.
Bechamel. French is not my first language.
Bechamwows.
Bechamels.
Was it like how Vince sells on the TV?
You're gonna love my.
You're gonna love my sauce.
You're gonna love my sauce.
You're gonna love my sauce, and you make that bechamel sauce, and you get some nutmeg in there, and so it's quite nice. It's quite nice, and then you get some like carrots, and you cut them on like a diagonal, so they're all like they look nice.
You
And
can
then
julienne them if you want.
And you put some cheese and some breadcrumbs on top. It's quite a nice side. Quite a nice side.
Very
I made it.
good.
It's
That's
good.
excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Another time-sensitive one because it's that time of year again. I know you've answered this one before, but it's been a while. There's somebody in the chat who's having trouble not watching DesertBus.
Oh.
How could they fix that?
Oh, that's always such a problem.
Yeah.
It is.
Not
Okay, so
Not-
what you need to do is you need to invite someone over to your ravine, and you need to say, "Hey, I need a little distraction. I've got a fully outfitted ravine here,
But did
and
you-
just
Keep going.
Go on.
I need some assistance." And you ask them to bring you stuff that might help distract you, because DesertBus is just trash tier viewing. I don't know why anybody watches it.
True. True. I was gonna suggest you invite your friend over, and you perhaps invite them into the Bone Zone.
That's very distracting. I
And-
wouldn't know because I'm old and lonely. But
I was
the
gonna
Bone
say
Zone's great.
that's at least 45 seconds of distraction from DesertBus.
I've got an unpopular opinion.
Oh.
I know we said we weren't going to talk about this, but you do the ritual.
Are you going political?
No, you're going to put yourself into the phylactery.
Oh,
And
those
then-
rituals take forever.
And then you get your best friend with a good, baseball throwing arm, the kind of guy who would win, an arm wrestling match or two, and you just wing it right out of the ocean.
Or at least the senior softball league.
Oh yeah, you'll be back in about 10,000 years.
I got another one.
You could join senior softball league too. That might help you out.
I think my
We
hearing
have
aid's
music
playing up.
now. How delightful.
One more is you just a little bit of X-Lax in your morning coffee.
Yep.
And you're not leaving the bathroom for a while, so just don't take your phone in there, and then you're not gonna be watching DesertBus.
But I'm old. That's the only way I can go at all. So just a lot of X-Lax if you're like me.
I didn't end up liking X-Lax. You know what I found? I went to a really weird part of eBay, and I found some of that old Olestra.
Oh,
like the
stuff.
potato chips, they don't make you fat, but like everything else comes out.
Antique Olestra.
Antique Olestra, because it's
very
all
in,
expired. It works
very
so
in.
much better.
Vintage Olestra.
Vintage Olestra is so in.
So in. It's just like one chip and the floodgates open at both ends.
All right, I'm seeing a question here from the
Yep.
5110.
Oh.
Dear doctors, Kate,
5110?
Kathleen, and Agnes, finals are coming up. I'm having some trouble keeping up with schoolwork while also studying. Do you know anything that might help?
No.
No, you're screwed.
Yep.
Good luck.
Have fun
You know what?
failing school.
D is for degree.
You know what? You can either get the D or do what I did. Don't get the D. Look at me now. Dropped out of university.
God, I
I'm
wish
fine.
I wish I could go back to school and get some D.
I mean, you can.
Like, I'm not in it for
We
the
can all
grades.
do it together.
I'm not in it for the grades.
Oh.
I'm just in
You
it for
want-
the experience.
we wanna
Can we
go-
all go get a 6-pack of D?
Let's get a 6-pack of D and crush it.
Oh, I would love to crush a D.
Someone get us some Sunny D, please.
I mean, I'm very fragile. The D might crush me.
you gotta get on the
osteo.
density. You gotta get on the density.
I'll play more density. I'll get up to 305 and then I'll crush the D.
For Cassio, dear doctors, Kate, Kathleen, and Agnes, what are some good warrior cat names? What are some good warrior names for a cat? The name that you give to a cat that says, I am gonna just tear the living innards out of some mouse, and then leave it out on your doorstep, and then leave you to clean up all the mess.
Bramble Pelt.
Bramble Pelt.
Little Miss Fighty Hiss Hiss.
Trout Leap.
Trevor.
Sorry, what was that last one, Dr. K?
It was
Trout Leap.
Okay.
And Trevor.
But you need to put the emphasis on the leap.
Uh-huh.
You might not think Trevor's a warrior name, but have you ever met a guy named Trevor who didn't look like he was gonna just bottle you at a bar? No.
I got bottled at a bar once.
Dear
How was
doctors. Dear doctors.
So out. Yes.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat was asking a little bit ago. Speaking of bars, what is the best? What's best to serve at a large gathering? Gin or vodka?
Moonshine.
Oh, that's even better than what I
had
was going to say.
moonshine at my bachelorette party. I canceled the whole wedding.
I know, you just you go blind, you don't care about nothing. It's amazing.
Went back and I got some D in university.
You ever
instead.
wanted to get a whole holiday in a bottle?
You get a
Just
bottle of
get the
moonshine.
moonshine.
Oh, Everclear.
Oh!
That's
The-
for fancy
Are
occasions
you an
only.
aristocrat?
The band?
What if you want to spare some expense? What if there's maybe people you don't like, you're inviting the cousins? Like, you know when you gotta do something with Vinny and you're like, oh, I hate Vinny.
Do
I
hate
got
Vinny.
just a thing.
Tell me.
Turpentine.
Oh, I love it.
Agnes, that's why we always have you
You do
here
a bit
now.
of turpentine and a little bit of lime juice, and they don't know the difference.
They're just you just say, you see, it's one of those fancy cervezas.
Yeah, it's the cervezas.
You rim the glass with salt.
You do
Or
rim the glass.
sand if it's Vinny's glass.
Just
I
rim,
hate you, Vinny.
rim that
You're coming to
glass.
Thanksgiving though, right? You're a cousin, so you're always invited.
Since we've got
You
a
slime
running
ball.
theme of the D here, the unknown veg asks, Dear Doctors Kate, Kathleen, and Agnes, how do I talk to attractive people?
Oh, just like regular people. You don't have any problems talking to us, right? And we're so fabulously
That's
attractive
true.
despite the fact that we're all ancient. I like to think I've aged well. Not a day over 300.
I think you're just supposed to scream your feelings straight at them, fall to your knees, and climb up on their leg. Desperation makes a very beautiful cologne.
Desperation, the D by Calvin Klein, coming this fall.
Like if you can get your makeup to run and be like, I will literally die if you
You
don't
do the
touch me.
boombox in the window scene. You stand outside in the rain and you look so pathetic they have to let you into their lives.
What
You
music?
put some Wu-Tang. You put some Wu-Tang on the boombox.
Oh, my favorite
That is the most romantic of all music.
Cream!
What?
Get your money.
What's-
Dollar bills. Y'all.
What's that song that goes ooh wah ah,
Oh, I love that
ah?
song.
It goes
It's so sweet.
later.
You know what my favorite romantic song is? Let the bodies hit the floor.
Drowning pool.
The drowning pool.
Oh, no, it's down with the dickness.
Are you sure that's what the lyrics are?
It's all
I'm
about
not
the
sure.
D.
I think it might be your hearing aid again. Your hearing aid might be off a little bit.
I got another one for you from the chat
Oh,
here.
love the chat.
Dear Doctors Kate, Kathleen, and Agnes, I have to fight a bear.
I'm sorry.
Could
Oh,
you give
good
me
for
some
you.
advice to help with this?
I mean, first you gotta get to know the bear. So maybe take him to speed dating. You know, just so you know what he likes, what he doesn't like, what you both are gonna be expecting out of the experience. You know, it's important to discuss these things beforehand. You don't want to be getting into this bear fight. And suddenly
Yeah.
there's a debate about who brought the lubricant. That's not a good idea. You just need to.
They
you
never
need-
do. They
No,
never do.
No, they're
Start
really,
with consent.
they're
Bears
beautiful, but they're inconsiderate that way.
Bears are very nice people, though. If
Yeah.
you really think about it, they're hairy, but that's something you can work around.
I like the point being, whenever you're gonna do something intimate with a bear or a stout or a weasel or any kind of animal,
An otter.
yeah, especially otters, they're shifty. You gotta
They're
talk to
slippery.
them about what your mutual goals are and what you're expecting. Communication doesn't make it any less sexy, it makes it more sexy, I tell you what.
And it's great because you get to figure out all the dreadful things about them. You know, you fill your mind with poison, and then you just go completely insane because crazy beats strong every day.
Now, yeah, I'm living testament to that.
A bear doesn't stand a chance against a nut bar like us.
Yeah.
A nut bar?
A nut bar,
Excellent.
like a bar of nuts.
Oh, it's the nut.
I've got another one for you. But, ladies, this time the question is not from the chat. This time the question is from the room.
Oh!
My goodness, ladies. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
So cute!
Okay, I'm okay. So, I hurt my leg, and it's
So,
affecting...
Hold on, was it a sexual injury?
It's affecting my ability to perform.
So it is a sexual injury.
Am I good?
I mean, what position we talking here, friendo?
We'll tell you what. We'll do a house call. We'll
We
tell you if you're
called
good.
it. We called it the sofa.
Oh, I love the sofa. That's how I
This
needed
sounds-
my hip replaced in '73. Was
This
doing
sounds-
a sofa with a young boy.
What
This
did you
sounds
get it replaced
extreme.
with?
Another hip.
But a slightly smaller one so she could buy tighter pants.
Oh, like a sheep hip.
Yeah, no, it was a cow hip.
Oh.
They're
What?
cheaper.
You must have found a really small cow. I'm not trying to call you fat.
Hey man, there's a lot of
okay,
waste
I
in the
know.
veal industry.
Yeah, they let me. I got a new hip and I got steak. It was a great day.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
But did you ever find, you know, if you're hungry and you just start looking down at your thigh and just being like, maybe tonight.
I do sometimes hear a moo in the distance.
Okay.
Oh, I got a question from ISO.
There's one coming in from ISO.
There's
there.
one coming in from ISO. Sometimes.
I worry that my personality
Typo.
is a
You know
little
what has?
flat.
You know what I have? You know what has personality? Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz has personality.
People
Nobody
often-
doesn't like Cheese Whiz. Just smear that over yourself. You attract more flies with Cheese Whiz than with honey.
People
That's the
People often patronize me. Congratulations on your Patreon. I'm so proud of you.
You know what I love for a flat personality? A push-up hat.
Also implants sometimes. I got a guy. I'll
What?
send you his info.
Oh.
He can give you a slightly smaller hip than you already
Is
have.
he
He's
that
a
guy?
wizard.
Is he
And a
that-
bigger personality.
That fellow with the horns?
No, he's got the eyes that go both ways.
Oh, that's...
People often patronize me and just repeat what I tell them as though I'm a child.
What's the
But
problem
you just
here?
got to tell them.
What should I
what should I do?
do?
You just got to tell them, I'm not your baby. I'm a
But I could
fully
be if you
grown
wanted me
adult.
to.
But I could be, so maybe we have to talk this out. And then remember to my earlier thing about the bears, you got to talk through what you're both looking for from the experience.
Mm-hmm. Consent is key here, everybody.
Oh, always.
You don't seem impressed with our
All right, let's try this one more time. They want to know, You know, what should they do to make people, trust them, think that they're an adult, think that they can make decisions and take command of the situation? Bowler hat.
Everybody listens to somebody with a bowler hat.
Ain't nobody look at a bowler hat and say, that's not a hat that doesn't know what it's doing.
Alright.
They know.
Speaking of hats, actually, I have a fashion question for you here,
Oh, we
ladies.
love to go fasting question.
All right. This one is coming through the challenge system. Dear Advice Trio, a person known as the Grapekeeper has asked me to get into the sea. What kind of shoes should I wear?
Flip-flops.
Unfortunately, this is what Crocs were made for.
I thought they were made
I didn't
for
know they had a
devouring
purpose.
people alive.
No, that's
gators.
alligators.
That's gators.
Oh, gators.
Crocs, however,
Crocs are those like lizards you put on your feet.
Yeah.
They got really good traction.
I
you
was-
put your foot in their mouth, and it just slides right in.
Yeah, and it clamps on.
They're so inventive down south.
But
they got a shoe that's also a form of capital punishment.
But the traction is incredible.
I'd
Yeah,
say
those little,
you're
like-
putting your foot in a reptile's mouth.
The traction is incredible.
You got those little things that grip onto the rocks so you don't slip as you're getting into the
Oh,
sea.
you mean the arms and legs?
Yeah. The little flippy flaps.
What is the best situation for wearing Uggs? You don't.
When you're in the Cretaceous period, you can maybe make that work if you're in the Cretaceous.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to be around to see you.
My granddad's birthday's coming up. He's turning 95. Any gift idea? You send him our phone numbers. We will make a house call.
Oh, we will make a house call.
I mean, at that point, I feel like you're 95.
That's a bit young for us, but you
I
know
know.
what?
I remember when I turned 95, and I just didn't want anything anymore. I said, I'm done. Don't fill my house with more stuff. I've already got people eyeing it up and making catalogs. Every time they come over, thinking, do I get to inherit the teapot? It's like, I'll tell you when I'm done with this teapot. Mitts off.
I just want to see how bad they want it. Don't you just love teasing your grandkids with their inheritance that you already spent?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you think this is for your college fund?
Oh,
Okay.
it's wonderful.
You get the good silver down off the shelf and you pretend to have real shaky hands and you just watch them sweat it out.
You gotta do that with the Ming vase that you got
Oh,
at
the
the
Ming
thrift
vase.
store, and they think it's like 18,000 years old, and you're just like, oh no!
Oh, and then you accidentally
I might
drop
it. Oh,
You
oh,
drop
I was gonna give it to you when I die.
I took my engagement ring with the big diamond. You know, the one from my first husband with the big diamond? I just dropped it down the sink. I was like, oh, let me get you a glass of water. Oh no! My bony hands can't keep my ring on anymore.
I told my granddaughter that I had a bunch of stocks and bonds from the Second World War, and I just mailed them off somewhere. I don't even know.
Nigeria.
I swear, I saw a gray hair go.
Ladies, I've got another question lined up here, but just before we go into that, we're going to have a brief commercial break
Oh.
to remind people of the $5.55 donation drive that's going on right now for another 28 minutes and 55, wherever that is, seconds. There it is. Any donations of $5.55 while this advice is going on for the next 28 minutes or multiples thereof will be entered to win the Card Kingdom lot.
Daddy is so out.
This
Wow.
includes a full
No, I
booster
was
box
just checking
each of
my
Ixalan,
antiperspirant.
Modern Masters 2017, 8 packs of Card Kingdom sleeves, 2 Card Kingdom braided playmats, a sticker, and a loading ready run button pack, generously provided to us by Card Kingdom. Ladies, back to you. And related to this, the question from Velvet Falcon is, my grandson won't stop talking about these magical cards. What kind of devil spell is he under?
I think it's Exodia.
That's very targeted.
I think he's called the Forbidden One. You get all 5 of them, and your opponent just dies of like a stroke or something.
Yeah, but they're real valuable
It's a
now.
very dangerous card game.
Yeah, you can't get those unless they're like heavily played.
I watched a news program about it. These people get thrown into something called the Shadow Realm. I think it's like jail, but like worse.
Jail. But all they feed you is like Metamucil and Cheetos.
Oh, it sounds like a lovely Saturday
That
night.
sounds like a Tuesday for me.
I got another question for all 3 of you
Oh,
here
yeah.
from T-Ron.
Hit
Dear
it.
Doctors Kate, Kathleen, and Agnes,
Hi, T-Ron.
some boys are shooting at me and I don't know if they're spicy or not.
Oh,
What should
okay,
I do?
Ronti. That is his name?
Ronti.
Right,
Ronti, yeah.
Ronti, my dear. I'm gonna tell you something right now.
No boys are spicy.
All boys are spicy.
No boys are spicy.
All of them. Every boy, they're all spicy.
All spicy boys, except for the boys that aren't spicy.
Exactly.
Which is all of them.
See?
And exactly 50% of them are dirty.
Oh, but you know what? Those boys, also rowdy. The dirty rowdy boys.
If you can get the trifecta dirty rowdy boy, you got yourself a party.
A spicy, dirty, rowdy boy?
Oh, no, 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 no. Not today, Satan.
Oh, get thee behind me.
Next question, please.
All right.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Dear Dr. Kate, Kathleen, and Agnes, I'm being haunted by Kamen Rider ghosts. Am I good? And if not, what should I do?
Wait, but hold on. You getting by Taco Time? Because he's pretty cute. Corey, what do you think? Is that a good deal?
I'd throw in some extra Snapple people, you know.
What about PB?
Yeah, gotta get that PB
He's
in
the
there.
hottest one.
Yeah.
What about Dead Dad?
Oh, no, you remember old Blue Eyes? Remember that blue business boy?
Oh.
Yeah, Blue Eye business boy.
What are they talking about?
Oh.
Kamen Rider. The
All right.
podcast she does.
Oh! Is that like...
Podcasts are where you record your voice and you throw it out a window.
Yeah, I canceled today's episode because I'm here.
If anybody's interested, it's called Ghost Watch 2016.
I know it's almost 2018, but there was a lot of ghosts in 2016. It's taking a long time to categorize them.
It does take a while.
Another question here for the three of you.
Oh, good.
Dear doctors, as you are both experts on fashions, currently it seems like side shaves are in. Which
No.
side is the best to shave?
Don't do a side shave. You look real stupid. Looks really dumb. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Bad haircut.
Also,
You know-
don't dye your hair fun colors.
No, you're
It's a
gonna
real pain.
You're gonna look back at your colored side shaved hair, and you're gonna look back 20 years from now, and you're gonna say, "What was I thinking?"
It's just a mistake.
You know what's in? Just not doing anything, letting your hair go entirely, or shaving it all off. Those
One
are
or the
only
other,
two
but you
options.
can't do anything in between.
No, anything else? All of this? Out.
This is okay.
Agnes is the best.
She's got it down.
She's got
Everything
it
else
You
is
might say I've
spam.
got it going on.
Because you know,
I wouldn't personally,
'Cause you
but
know-
somebody might.
you know what happens if you get one of them side shave haircuts, and you pull your hair back, and so you see you have no. You can see you do like the full thing, and you see.
Are you from the Tokugawa period?
People are gonna do that, and they're gonna leave you YouTube comments about how you're killing the boners. But it's gonna be Master's concern trolling. But it will be an endless font of comedic delight.
Oh, that just sounds like bleach in the gene pool to me.
Oh dear, it got too real.
That got extremely real. Another question that I saw for you there, ladies, that was showing up in the chat there a number of times is, dear doctors, my grandson has just started watching the animes. Should I be concerned?
Yeah,
You
should.
should be
You should
terrified.
probably take him to a doctor as soon as you
Take him to a
possibly can.
vicar.
Yeah,
I need
that's
an old
contagious.
priest.
No, you know what?
I need a young priest.
And a Japanese priest, because I don't understand those animes at all. And the Japanese priest is going to tell you what's actually
They
going
can
on.
translate, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know what? I've seen how these things pan out. You should just check him straight into a cemetery.
Just straight,
It's just, you
straight
know, just,
into it.
Dig a grave and don't ask questions.
they don't. The gravekeepers, they don't ask questions.
No, I mean, that's not their job. Their job is to dig graves.
They don't even do
Now,
a
I
very
don't do
good
stuff
job.
outside my pay scale. Why would they?
What is their pay scale?
Well, my pay scale is nothing. I'm retired.
Oh,
But
you
know
want a
what?
fixed income?
I'm on a pension.
Yeah, I'm on a
Actually, it's a small pension. It's just a pench.
All right.
Just a half pension.
Oh,
Just a
back
half
in the
a
day, we were lucky to get a pinch.
But I got a pench.
We lived in a hole.
I still still live in a hole.
You live in a ravine. It's different.
But sir,
I'm in a home.
I can just backtrack. Don't give people unsolicited comments on their hair or their clothes or whatever.
Or literally anything.
Just let them do them. If you don't like it, that's fine. Keep it to yourself. This is actually some good advice. Because I feel a bit bad because that might have been a little savage.
Hey,
earlier.
here's some real good advice. This
Let
is
they
not
do them.
horrible.
Let they do them.
If somebody says something on Twitter, like, "Oh no, I have a headache. It sucks." Don't tell them to drink water. Don't give them unsolicited advice. Just let them do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important to note this is all solicited advice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're soliciting these harsh
You
words.
are asking us for advice.
You're soliciting these swift arrows of justice to your soul.
And to your heart, and to the D.
And occasionally to the colon if our aim is bad.
You're casting your rod into the Hudson River and pulling up a nice big rubber Johnny.
You know what? Sometimes
Full of sewage.
when my husband was alive, he told me I could never find a rubber Johnny good enough. So eventually,
They tell that lie all the time. They're so full of it.
so eventually, I did have to go to the Hudson and try to find a boot.
It's the right shape and everything.
Have you done one of those crafting kits where you make a mold? And then you pour the
He
silicone?
did not like the plaster of Paris at all.
I think you can get it on Etsy.
You gotta do it after they're dead. Then there's no difference.
Nope.
I was wondering what that box on the embalming sheet was.
Have you taken your mold? It's just a checkbox.
Just give me a copy.
Next question, please, for the love of God!
Oh, I can keep doing this all day. But we have been doing this for half an hour, so maybe
Yeah.
we should start
Maybe
wrapping
we
it
should
up.
really wrap it up. Give us one more good one.
One more good one? All right.
Or 3 more bad ones, up to you.
Ben.
It's like a game of pubbage. You do one more good one, and you do 3 bad ones.
Oh, I've heard that. People just love their turkey dinners.
Mm-hmm.
People love that turkey dinner with all the fixings.
Roast turkey, that's what you get.
Oh, people shooting each other over turkey dinner. It's like the Depression all over again.
It's like my nursing home, my retirement home. People get feisty over a good turkey dinner. Elbows up the whole way down. In the cafeteria line, my God.
That's why the frying pan's so popular, so you can reheat the turkey dinner.
Have you ever seen a man's skull caved in with a Zimmer frame?
You
It's
bring
not-
that turkey dinner to the nursing home
It's
and you're
not
gonna
a
see
pretty
it.
sight.
Oh my
And
dear.
they're old, so the bones, they're so brittle.
They're
The
not
bronze-
playing enough
bronze.
density.
No.
Dear Doctors Kate, Kathleen, and Agnes, I'm allergic to the D.
Oh.
What should I do?
That's fine, you get yourself some of the V. I've heard that's very popular.
Sometimes, as my personal preference, both are very good.
Yeah. You want D, you want V? Good for you.
You do
don't
you.
want D, you don't want V? That's also
That's
okay.
also fine. You want lots of both?
You want a little of one? Some of the other? Some sort
Little
of barter
sprinkle of
system?
this?
You do you. They do them. That's our motto. They do them.
Do what's in your heart.
Did you know V's gluten-free?
It's all gluten-free.
Is it?
That's why it's so popular.
Oh, I've been lied
It's
to
so
my
popular
whole
with the
life.
young children these days. They love that gluten-free.
It's also vegan.
Is it? Does that count?
Because it's from a consenting organism.
I
bet if you could ask a cow if they wanted to be eaten, and it was like, yeah, all right, I don't need this, then I think that count as vegan.
The world is so complicated now.
Be careful about your sodium intake, though. I really have to be quiet. Yes, I said sodium intake.
Oh man.
All right, I think you
I
might
think
have
that's
thoroughly
probably
answered
it.
a lot of questions there, ladies.
All right, one more little piece of advice to send us out.
Please.
I just want you guys to know, I did not plan this bit, so now I just gotta vamp for some time when my brain works. I'm pretty old, so it's slow these days. It's like 2 neurons just giving each other a high five, but they can't hit too hard because their bones are brittle. My neurons have bones. Anyhow, I just want you guys to know that it's important to regularly clean your ravine. Because it's easy to get raccoons up there. And once you got raccoons in the V,
You get rabies real
Once
fast.
you get raccoons in there, it's not vegan anymore.
no, it's not. It's not even vegetarian. You can't take that to a Thanksgiving dinner.
Would you
Someone's gonna be allergic to something.
I'm confused.
No, shh. It's
I'm
okay.
old. Let me ramble.
It's
I'm old.
okay. It's okay.
Sir, do you have a
Is
question?
ravine metaphor for V or D at this point?
It is
All of it.
whatever you need it to
It's
be.
okay, good.
We're not
You,
judging.
you do what's in your heart, and that's
Okay,
fine.
good.
I'm gonna do me. You do you.
yeah,
Nope,
yeah,
nope,
yeah. You got any
Well,
advice
is
to
that what
send
we're
us
gonna
out?
do this weekend? You do me, I do you.
We're old. We gotta get our fun while it comes. Don't judge us.
No, I really can't say what I was about to say.
We've been told to keep it to a PG-13.
Oh, I think we're way past that.
No, it's all implied. We're fine.
I think we're now PPG.
Double Dutch rudder. I'll explain when you're older.
Okay.
All right.
How much older is she gonna get?
You might want to hurry it.
Yeah, I got on that. Like right now, any of us could die at any second. At every second, we're all dying. You know, once you start getting so old and you're too stubborn to die, they start giving you awards for that. I got an award just for not being dead already. The mayor came and they were like, Jesus, wow,
The Royal
good
Engineers.
for you.
Royal Engineers got a plaque for keeping me alive. 50 years of service.
I got a girder dedicated to me on a bridge.
Well, congratulations, ladies, on your awards and girders. And
Thank you.
And thank the three of you so much for coming in and being willing to give advice here live at DesertBus. We really appreciate it. We're very happy to have you every
I
year.
do hope we're alive next year.
We hope so too.
Yeah.
All right.
I apologize.
Let's do the theme song one more time.
Oh yeah.
She's Kate.
She's Kathleen.
That's Agnes. Hi. She doesn't give good advice.
They're both crap at it. It's Kate and Kathleen and Agnes give horrible advice.
I'm the worst.